Level 90. What happens to consciousness after death is one of the deepest and most unsettling mysteries of existence. Science tells us that when the body dies, brain activity ceases, and with it, the conscious experience we associate with being alive. But does awareness simply vanish, or could it persist in some form beyond the body? Many neuroscientists argue that consciousness is purely a product of brain activity. When neurons stop firing, the self dissolves, much like a computer shutting down when it loses power. From this perspective, death is final, an irreversible state of nothingness. However, others believe that consciousness could be something more than just brain activity, possibly a fundamental aspect of the universe itself, woven into the fabric of reality in ways we don't yet understand. Near-death experiences have fueled the debate. Thousands of people who have been clinically dead for minutes or even hours have reported vivid experiences, floating above their bodies, seeing a tunnel of light, or encountering deceased loved ones. Some describe a profound sense of peace or an expanded awareness beyond space and time. While skeptics attribute these to oxygen deprivation, neurotransmitter surges, or hallucinations caused by a dying brain, others question whether these experiences suggest that consciousness can exist independently of the body. Quantum physics has also been pulled into the conversation. Some researchers propose that consciousness might not be a mere byproduct of brain function, but could have a quantum foundation. Theoretical physicist Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff developed the orchestrated objective reduction theory, suggesting that consciousness arises from quantum processes inside microtubules within brain cells. If consciousness is tied to quantum states, some speculate it could persist in a different form after death, dispersing into the universe rather than ceasing to exist entirely. Religious and spiritual traditions have long offered answers, from the idea of reincarnation to eternal life in a spiritual realm. Some belief systems describe consciousness as an energy that continues its journey after death, whether as a reincarnated soul, a spirit in another dimension, or a force merging back into the cosmos. While these ideas provide comfort to many, they remain unproven by scientific standards. Ultimately, the fate of consciousness remains an open question, one that sits at the intersection of science, philosophy, and personal belief. While current research suggests that consciousness is dependent on the brain, there are still mysteries about the nature of awareness that science has yet to unravel. Whether consciousness is extinguished at death or continues in ways we cannot yet measure remains one of the greatest unsolved questions of human existence.